What's up, y'all? It's Ticia The Diva, and this is for my ladies. This is my podcast where amazing things happen and we get to talk, discuss, and celebrate real women of color. This is for my ladies is just for you. This podcast is a place where I get to highlight not only my life dreams and goals, but yours too. I believe I was called to create a platform for myself to express not only my thoughts, but those of other women that's unfiltered and untamed. I plan to talk and discuss topics that interest me and other women. I want my audience to be engaged and aware, so any topics, email them to me at ticiathediva@gmail.com.
What's up, y'all? It's Ticia The Diva, and y'all already know what time it is. This is for my ladies. Welcome back, you all, to a new season and a new episode of This is for my ladies. If you are not already supporting This is for my ladies, you can click the link through Anchor app and become a supporter of this podcast. If you would like to be a guest, or if you have any topics that you would like to share with This is for my ladies, or you would like for us to discuss, please send me an email to thisisformyladies@gmail.com. Okay. So, you all, last week was a season 7 teaser. I am in the pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of me, the pursuit of Letitia, the pursuit of just continuously finding myself, finding the things that I love, finding out the things that I'm able to create, find out the things that I'm able to do, just kind of find those hidden talents, those hidden passions. And that's what I am in pursuit of, literally from now and until the rest of my life. You know, um, I know I find that a lot of people have problems with finding out what their passion is. Sometimes they're stuck in situations and places where, they are in self-discovery of the things that they do love and the things that they do enjoy. So with the pursuit of happiness, um, that's also me, just figuring out and finding out, like what my purpose is. And and that's strange. Well, for me, because sometimes I just feel like I don't know what the fuck my purpose is, because I feel like there's so much stuff that I want to do. Um, and then I'll start doing, like I'd be like, my podcast is my purpose. I love doing my podcast. I really truly do love doing my podcast. But then I find myself going on hiatuses, going on breaks and stuff like that. So sometimes when you like doing something or you love doing something, um, you may kind of find yourself, taking a break from it, or to kind of, I guess what I'm saying is we just really live like in a place where so much stuff is going on. We're pulled so many places. We have so much content being thrown at us everywhere. Literally, we have so much social media, from Instagram to Facebook to Twitter to now TikTok to Snapchat. There's other stuff coming out, and it's just so much content that is literally being exposed to us. Sometimes it can um, negate what it is that we want to do, because again, we have so much stuff that we are seeing and that we're being exposed to. It could kind of like get us off, because I'm like, maybe I should try it that way, maybe I should do this, maybe I should try that. Oh, I wanted to do this, I see that. So it could be a lot. It could be a lot. um but, as for me, I'm literally just getting back to the things that I enjoy doing. Um, like last year, 2021, y'all know I love dancing, and y'all know I still go to dance class every single Tuesday. I'll be there tonight at 176 South Rosemont Road for dance class for Desire Dance. Um, but last year, when I got back from California, I literally think that now I was still going to dance classes every Tuesday, but I think I probably only danced a handful of times last year. Um, Maybe about 3 or 4 times all last year, even though I was still going to dance class every single Tuesday, or like the Tuesdays that, I wasn't out of town or was, had a break. But yeah, I only danced a couple of times because one, I had a, a little knee injury, so I had to take physical therapy. But that's something that I miss. That's something that I enjoy, like the actual body movement. Some body movement is like therapy. That's just like with yoga or working out or anything, just body movement. And that was important for me to get back to that in 2022. Just making sure that I am always and constantly like moving my body. And with that, not moving my body, not, just giving myself that my body, showing my body that love, of course, naturally, you gain weight. I gained weight. And I'm not going to say I gained like a tremendous amount of weight because I hold my weight well despite gaining weight and all that stuff. I feel like I hold it well. But as for me in my house, when I look at myself in the mirror, and here's the thing about me. You can't just tell me anything about myself that I have not already kind of processed and accepted. If I say that I'm getting fat and people be like, girl, you look good. I said what I said. And I thank you, but I said that I was getting fat and I need to lose some weight. See, that's the thing. It's just like people be like, oh, yeah, y'all look good. And y'all just take that, be like, you know what? No. If you feel that you have gained weight, if you look at yourself in the mirror, you look at videos, you look at pictures, and you see that this is not the person that I once saw or that I thought was beautiful or sexy. Now I look at myself and I just see, change it, change it. Like not doing anything is not going to help the situation. The 4th, January 4th, I started whatever, like whatever. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a 21 day, 30 days, 60 day. I don't know, but I know I need to start over already. I need to start over already. Um because like working out and all that shit is hard, y'all. Like it literally is hard, but I think I probably just need to go ahead and just get back in the gym because I've been trying to do my little home workouts and working out with YouTube, and it's cool and it's great and all that stuff, but sometimes I do just want to be in a gym. Sometimes I just do want to be like with some equipment and all that stuff, just to feel like I am doing something, like I did something. Um, because I mean, at home workouts are cool, like they're cool, but I think I probably need to get into group fitness. I really, really, truly do like group fitness. I don't really care. When I was working out like consistently and I knew what I was doing, because at that time I was dating a trainer. I knew what I was doing, even when he wasn't there, even after, like the separation. I just knew what I was doing. I knew how to keep up. I knew how to maintain. I had learned so much. Um, so that played like a huge and a big part of just, me feeling and looking my best because I knew what I was doing. Now I just don't feel like I know what I'm doing. And I want to get back to that because again, I just have an image of myself and I have an image of my body, and that's what I am going for. I am my own body goals. When I look my best, I look at those old pictures and I was like, okay, this is what I want to look like. But what I am finding, and that's why I do appreciate Facebook and their Facebook memories, because some of the stuff, I'm like I already told y'all, I'd be like, ugh, I do not even think like that anymore. I don't believe this anymore. So, I'll delete them. But it did remind me just over the years of how my weight has literally fluctuated from literally graduated high school in 2007 at a mere 101 pounds. Like I was small. And, I think the heaviest I have been, thanks to Facebook memories, is like 160 before. And I've lost the weight. I've lost the weight. I've went from 160 to 125, 125 to 150 to, just my weight has always been up and down. But like I said, I'm the type of person that, I wear my weight good. But again, I also know what I want, where I want to be, and what I feel most comfortable. Like when I feel like I'm struggling to tie my shoe, I'm struggling. I'm winded when I go up a flight of stairs, or we shouldn't be feeling like that. We shouldn't be feeling like that. And if you are literally going through life feeling like that, you need some self evaluation. You need to be in the pursuit of happiness too, because that's crazy. That is so crazy. We cannot keep allowing ourselves to lose ourselves. We can't continue to lose ourselves and, gain weight and actually just be comfortable with it. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I don't know about y'all, but I be super duper uncomfortable in my skin when I gain weight, especially when I finally realize it. Like, dang, I it's I feel winded and exhausted when I bend over to tie my shoe. And it took one time me feeling like that. I'm like, what the hell? I can't it's hurting to tie my shoe. I need to change this. I need to figure it out. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm not even here to be stuck be talking about weight. But again, in pursuit of happiness, for body movement, for strength, agility, ability, and just that peace of mind, I know that I want to be comfortable in my own skin. And that's the pursuit of happiness for me as of right now. Another thing, y'all know I had talked to y'all about going to therapy. Child, my new therapist canceled our first session. I am new to therapy. I would have been new to therapy. I'm literally, y'all know, episode last season, season 5. I need a therapist. I mean, it's finally coming into fruition. But I'm not going to lie, y'all. She called and left a voicemail. I was at work, so I could not get to the phone call. I couldn't take it, so I listened to the voicemail. But I saw that it was anonymously, and it was like an anonymous voicemail. And normally, I really do not check voicemails, like unless it's from like a family member or something. I don't care who it is. I usually don't check voicemails. But anyway, so I check it, I'm listening to it. Um, and as I'm listening to it, I'm like, no, she didn't just cancel on me. Did she not see my chart? Did she not see why I have to come? I might not make it to the next rescheduling. I don't know. But anyway, when she canceled, I was like, man, I don't need this. I don't need to go to therapy. I don't even need therapy. Why am I tripping? I've been handling all this stuff this long time. Like, I don't need therapy. But at the very end of the message, she said something that I truly, truly love. And I was just like, okay, maybe I will go. And at the very end, she said to stay safe physically and emotionally. And I like that. I thought that was super cute. I thought that was super duper cute. And I was like, maybe I will go. And just listening to her voice, it was very warm. It was kind of like maybe talking to your grandma or something like that's like her voice and tone gave me that it is comforting and is soothing. Like she had a nice soothing voice. Um and then that stay safe physically and emotionally. Um that was a big thing to me. That was a very, very big thing to me. So I was like, okay, maybe I will reschedule. Maybe I will reschedule and go talk to a therapist. Um, so, but I'm not gonna lie, I was a little upset about it. I was very upset about that because I was looking forward to going to my therapy session, but I guess, maybe next time I could just let you know how that experience goes. But even therapy in the pursuit of happiness, finding those things, those things that allow us to release those emotions, those physical emotions, those mental emotions, because I literally have been through so much in my life that I just took as, that's a part of life. Those are growing pains, and what don't kill you makes you stronger, and different stuff like that. But it literally came to a point, like came to a head that I need someone to talk to. I truly do. And, somebody that's beyond just the people who I talk to on a normal basis. Like, I talk to my sister every single day. Talking to my friends, or, being in a group chat with my friends. And, you know, somebody who literally studies just the, I guess, is it really studying the minds, or is it studying the emotions? I mean, I guess, a psychologist and a therapist are two different things, I guess. I don't know, you know. Uh what is it? Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I just think that in the pursuit of happiness, it's important to receive that mental help that we need. Because, again, I know for me, I'm not the only one that goes through things, that struggles with things, mentally, physically, emotionally. I know I'm not the only person. And I just think that it's important for us to literally build our lives around just being better people and being in pursuit of happiness, and using those tools, these things that are available to us, like therapy, gym, working out, fitness, like, all those things. um so yeah, I think that's extremely important. Another thing, in the pursuit of happiness, like I said, like last week, the things that I expose myself to and put into my body. I want to eat better, live a healthier lifestyle. Um and I guess it all ties into, like, with the weight, and just like with your mental health, is the actual things that we feed ourselves. We're feeding ourselves things that's making us tired and exhausted. And I know a lot of people like sugar, and sugar is just terrible, just terrible. Like, it's supposed to, like, release all these things, but just what it does to our body and on our bodies is just insane. It's just insane. And then, like, the cost of food even going up. Like, it's, where do we live? Like, I mean, I know we live, but it's just crazy. It's really crazy how we, as in America, like, thinking that we're free and all that stuff. And I swear to God, we live terrible. There's some third world countries, like even going to Africa, I feel like they live better in Africa like than we do here in the United States. And of course, as being an American, going to places like that, you just thinking like, how can I make this better? Like, how can I make their lives better? Really, how can I Americanize this place? Like, they don't need what we need. Them people are fine. People fine. At least that's what I'm telling myself, because I ain't gonna lie. I was just like, oh, if they had this and they could do this and they need that. Like, no, they're fine. They're fine just the way they are. And just again, they're already in the pursuit of happiness. They don't have all the cares that we have here in America. And it's sad that, how Americans are living, and, just the poverty, and, um the employment rates, the minimum wage rates, and it's hard to live, to make a living here, when, you're being underpaid, and you're being paid, you know less than less than the cost of living. Like, you're making less than, like, literally what it is to actually live. And it's just sad. It's extremely sad that how our government treats us and does us. And even with this whole COVID situation, like, we are literally going into, like, our third year. March will literally be the third year of us living in a pandemic. And it's strange. It is so strange. It's just so weird. And just the interactions, like, we literally should have already been giving people 6 feet. We literally have should already been mindful of the space. Like, but I've always been like that. When I'm in line and I feel that somebody just way too close up on me, I'm turning back and giving them that look, like, back the fuck up, or I am telling you, like, you're too close to me, and I'm trying to do this transaction. Like, there was times that I was, with my grandmother, and, my y'all know how I am a protector of my people, my family, my loved ones, and this lady was incredibly close to my grandma while she was at the checkout in Walmart. And I had to swing around and ask this lady to back up, because she was entirely too close to my grandma. Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to pickpocket her? Like, you trying to tag her with an air tag? Like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but you need to back up off my grandma. And the lady was like kind of rude about it and all that stuff. But I'm just like, she's not even done her transaction. You're too close. You could see her pin number. I don't know. But I need for you to back up. But anyway, yeah, I mean, just covering your mouth when you cough, covering your sneeze, coughing in your armpit, just basic 101, keeping your germs to yourself. It's like, it's real life adults who do not know that, who do not believe in that, who don't stay home when they're sick. And then the CDC going from 10 days of isolation to 5 days. I seen this meme that said, so you could come back to work with COVID, but they will fire you for not getting the vaccine. Yes. So you mean to tell me I can walk my sick self in here still with COVID, because COVID doesn't clear up after 5 days. A cold does not, a common cold does not clear up after 5 days. It literally take those 2 weeks for you to feel back to normal, for you to feel back to yourself. But they're cutting it to 5 days, from 10 days, from 14 days to 10 days to 5 days. But you can literally get fired from your employer, by your employer, for not having a vaccine. So that's even something right there. That just goes to show you that this stuff is not under control. They're literally just doing everything that they can to get Americans back working, because we live in a capitalistic society. Is capitalistic a word? I don't know. But anyway, we're living in a capitalistic society. I am standing firm on that capitalistic word. But yeah, I mean, that's just all it's about. America, United States of America, is a corporation. It is a business. So as long as we have breath in our body, we're going to be working. As long as we want shelter, a roof over our head, as long as we want a vehicle to drive, as long as we want to, party and bullshit and go out on the weekends and, pop bottles, and drive the boat, ride the boat, and smoke hookah and all of that stuff, and just we're gonna have to work. We're going to have to work. There's no way around it unless you literally decide to just opt out of life and become homeless and all that stuff and whatever. Eh, we still have to work. Even the homeless, they begging. They got to work. Panhandlers, like, they got to work. Like, some way, it's they we have to work if we are going to be here, be anywhere, live anywhere. Honestly, like, there's some type of physical work that has to be done in order to maintain and live a life. But yeah, it's life is crazy, man. Life is just so hard. We literally are in the second week of the new year already. My half birthday is on Sunday, y'all. I'll be 32 and a half. I'm happy. I think that I might go like out or something. I might go on a date. Y'all, speaking of that, which I probably am going to uh, I've been dating. I've been online dating, y'all. And guess where? Facebook. Facebook dating. If you, and I had a guest. Shout out to Satoria Nicole, who has been a two-time guest on This Is For My Ladies. She came up here and she's happily married now, y'all. She was when she came on my podcast, Love Yourself Louder Part 2. She was talking about, meeting this guy, dating this guy off of Facebook dating, and now she is happily married and they had a baby together. So shout out to our girl Satoria. So y'all, I've been trying this Facebook dating thing out and it's been going okay. Like my first date that I actually met up with somebody, um he was white, y'all. Oh, he was white. But honestly, I think he probably maybe was black. He looked like he probably had like a little bit of pinch of African American nigga in him. Like, I'm just saying it. Like, that's what he looked like a little bit. But anyway, the date was going great. Everything was going fine. But at the end of the night, after he walked me to my car, y'all, he tried to steal a kiss. And I didn't like that because we were vibing out, but we weren't vibing that hard. But it made sense because he did tell me he was 26. And I just think that, and he was in the Navy. That's another thing. I really don't. Living in Norfolk, Virginia, living in a naval town where the largest naval base is located, it's inevitable. It is inevitable to meet or date people that are in the Navy. And but anyway, yeah, I did not like that at all. I was just like, you could give me a kiss on the cheek, but like you're moving entirely too fast. Like entirely too fast. And I just no, that's no. Like 26 is too young for me anyway. And maybe I wasn't paying attention because I tried to not even match with anybody that's younger than I am. So I just made sure I went in and tweaked the age, which I had already tweaked anyway. I think it was just like at that point when I did join, I was 31. So it was 31, but people coming in there, just sliding through the grid, um, 21 and 22 and 26. And I'm like, nah, let me go in again and make sure that my settings are what I want them to be. I barely don't even want to date anybody that's 31. Damn near 32. But but I do want to start, going on I'm not gonna say start, like I only date older guys, but I do like older gentlemen. But I do want to go in. Um, I mean, to start dating people who are closer in age. Um, but I don't know. I guess it's just somebody that's maybe about three to 4 years older. but but either way, that's neither here nor there. But in pursuit of happiness, in the pursuit of finding myself, it is just going on dates, and just finding out and just discovering, more things about myself, the things that I do like, things that I don't like, and just having those conversations with people from different backgrounds and different places, just having those conversations and just seeing how people think and the things that they value and the things that they cherish, and the things that they're interested in. I just think that that's a really, really good place to start, with self discovery. I feel like you truly find out more of yourself and about yourself when you interact with new people from different backgrounds, different locations, just that has a different thinking, a different mindset from you. And I just think that that's important for me because it could literally just be something so simple and something so minute, as in, you find out a different food you like, and a new way of thinking, or something you know that you probably always felt and believed, and then somebody comes and educates you, or a different perspective. That's what I will say. A different perspective. And in the pursuit of happiness, it's all about perspective for me, and just putting more things in perspective, in my life, those who I invite in my life. That's important. That's so, so important to me, as far as with the pursuit of happiness. And I'm social. We've been in this pandemic for 3 years, three of them, three. So I just think that, so I literally just think that that is super duper, important for me, and my pursuit of happiness and my self discovery. Um, and also, I know in that and doing that, you all, and I will be super duper honest and transparent. um I want to make sure that part of my journey is, increasing my relationship, my spiritual relationship. And like I said, I'm gonna be honest, I was so mad at God. I've been like really mad at God, so much so, like, I don't, like, bruh, I don't even want to talk to you. Like, I seriously, especially like after the stillbirth of my nephew Seven, after my mom went blind, and just my own personal, you know, situations, this traumatic that, just, y'all, I just been really, really upset. I've been extremely upset that I have not been wanting to talk to God. Um and I know that it's important for me to gain that back, to just find my spirituality once again, and just to get back to that space where I was, because I literally felt like I didn't turn my back on God, but I kind of felt like God had been turned his back. And I feel like that because I'm like, like everything that's going on in this world, everything that's happening to people, deaths, violence, not like all of this stuff. I'm just like, there's no possible way that God can be real, and terrible shit like this is always happening. You mean to tell me you can't stop this stuff from happening? You can't stop it. You can't be possibly real. I don't care what, like, and this is where I have been. Like, my mind has been, because it's so much things that's happening in the world, and you mean to tell me that you're not gonna send your rapture, like you're not gonna send your son Jesus Christ that died on the sins for all of us. You're not gonna go ahead and send him. You're not going to go ahead and blow the horns, blow the trumpets, and wrap this thing up. You sure you're not going to allow the rapture to happen? I mean, we've been going to church on New Year's Eve for years now because they said that the Lord coming back. You mean you sure you don't want to come back this year? You positive? You sure? Like, I'm not lying, y'all, but it's important for me to just to reflect. Like I said, I want to start journaling like at the end of the day, just a part of, that intimacy, that spiritual intimacy, to pray more, to reflect at the end of the day, who did I meet? What did I do? What did I accomplish? No matter how big or small it is, even if it's just one thing. What conversation did I have? What left an impression on me? It's just different things like that that I want to just make sure that I am doing and I am practicing, and just taking that time before, I get on social media and all that stuff to just literally pray. And I'm sorry if it gets muffled because it's just like I'm closing my eyes and I'm just covering my face, and it's probably covering my mouth. So I apologize because I'm like I did it quite a few times during this. But um yeah, y'all, it's literally just increasing my faith, to increase my belief that is a part of my journey and my pursuit of happiness. And I keep saying that, the pursuit of happiness, again, because that's what season 7 is. It is the pursuit of happiness. It is my personal platform for me to find this. And I'm opening this platform up for other people who are possibly in that space and on that journey and on that path of of self-discovery and finding them and finding their passions and joys and the things that they've neglected that they have to get back to, and the things that they've abandoned, and basically just trying to fight and find their way through. So that's where I am. And I'm excited for season 7 because I want to invite more people on This Is For My Ladies podcast, and to ask them, what does the pursuit of happiness looks like for you? And how did you get there? And what are your practices? Because again, This Is For My Ladies is just literally is a culture cast. It is for women, especially Black women, to come back to themselves, to find themselves in whatever it is, whatever it is that you've mastered and you're an expert at. There's other women who are struggling in different aspects of their lives that need a word, that just need that encouragement. And of course I want that to be for the women that listen to my podcast, for the men that listen to it, whoever listened to it. I want this space to be for you all. This is a space um that I've created, and again, like that sometimes I've neglected and abandoned, but again, it's just coming back. It's just getting back to it. It's just, again, finding your purpose, finding my happiness, my true happiness. And I want to invite more women to come on to This Is For My Ladies, and to share with other women, to discuss it, to talk about it. So I'm super excited, you all. I'm very excited. So with that being said, you all, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, topics, if you want to be a guest on This Is For My Ladies, please send me an email to thisisformyladies@gmail.com. I would love to have you. I would love to just sit down and talk with you, and, you know, ask questions, and just, allow, the opportunity to share with other women, um, and to share with the audience. So, yes, y'all, that's pretty much all I got for this week. Make sure you all listen to This Is For My Ladies every single Tuesday, streaming on whatever podcast platform where you listen to podcasts. And if you would like to be a sponsor of This Is For My Ladies, or if you would like to have, any ads ran on This Is For My Ladies, This Is For My Ladies has reached over 15,000 people in the past 3 years. And it could be more, but that's all due to my negligence. But 15,000 people, you all, This Is For My Ladies has reached. And if you have like a product or anything that it is that you would like to share, just let me know. And we can discuss everything and we can make it happen. Okay. All right. So that's all I have for you all this week. Make sure you all listen to This Is For My Ladies. Send me any feedback that you have. I would really appreciate it, you all. But yep. So that's it. I am Ticia the Diva. This is for my ladies, and I am out.